how's it going, everybody? For those of you who don't know, we actually just celebrated our anniversary of being a channel like a couple weeks ago. But we were busy, so...
Not really, you're just lazy.
We've had some stuff going on. I had school.
I haven't had any.
You! But we need both of us to do this little idea that we had. So, because this is our anniversary, we wanted to do something a little cool and different. So,
cool.
This is cool. And Cody, came up with this idea, kind of like we always do, being a smart ass, and then we're like, you know what? This sounds like a neat idea. So, we're going to interview each other.
Yes.
Yeah, because nothing says, wow, you guys are so cool. You got, interviews and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, because we're famous.
Exactly. And we actually did hire some people to interview us, but they were sick, and we just couldn't delay it any longer.
And dead.
And dead. Yeah.
Don't ask.
Adam West was going to interview us.
Oh, I totally wish.
We had it in the books, and then he died, and that's why it also was late. Anyway, I'll start off the questions. So Cody will answer them, and then after I'm done with my questions I have for him, he will then ask me questions. We know some of the questions that will be asked, and then we're like, let's also throw some curveballs in there, because we like to see how we do on our feet. So, without further ado, here we go. So, did you think you would ever make it this far? Like a whole year?
Well, I basically didn't make it a full year. Because I've not been in much content lately.
Yeah, I mean, you were still twinkling in some of those videos.
Yeah.
I'm what you would say, a big fan of the channel. I watch every episode.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
So do I. Yeah, I'll put a like on every video.
That's good for you. I don't. 'Cause I create that. Anyway. And then I've also seen you show up sometimes on Twitch, and
yeah.
I understand that because you had a job, that you can afford people a bunch of boats.
Oh, don't bring that up, dude. Don't throw me under the bus.
Sorry, I'm just asking the question.
I'm in the dark. By the way, people, I promise you, the speed boats, not gonna happen. Out of my price range. Nope, not gonna happen. You're not getting your speed boats. My money.
Unless you go on a date with him.
Yeah, unless you go on a date.
Okay. And so for my next question.
Yes.
So it's under my understanding that you go way back with Travis.
Yes.
So with all of that time, what would you say was your biggest conflict? Because usually with time comes much conflict.
Yes. That is a correct statement. Well, back in the day when we had a pool table in the basement, Travis grabbed a pool ball. I don't remember what number. Might have been the cue ball. Might have been number 7.
I believe it was lucky number 7.
It was, sure. I don't remember at all. But he's like, you want to do that quick, made you flinch or whatever. But usually when you do the made you flinch, you don't actually throw it. But the ball kind of slipped out of his hands and nailed me in the head.
Yeah, right in the face.
Yeah, right in the face. That didn't feel very good. I don't know if you've ever had people throw cue balls at your face or number 7 balls at your face.
I've never had any balls just thrown at my face.
Yeah, it didn't feel the best. It's something I'd rather it not hit my face, but it did, and that was a conflict because I did not enjoy the feeling on my face. There was pain there.
Well, at least you didn't actually flinch, so...
Yes.
So that's good. I didn't have to punch you, too. That would have been awkward if I hit you in the face and had to punch you and you flinched. If you were a celebrity, who would you be? Since you are, Wiigame4fame, so...
I think, that is a tough eat. What celebrity would I be? I'd like to say that I am Paul Johnson, you know.
Paul Johnson. Can you further that Paul Johnson? I'm not sure if I know who he is.
I have no clue who that guy made him up. But he's
Oh.
famous now because I made him famous.
That's good.
Shout out to Paul Johnson. There's a Paul Johnson watching.
Yeah, and I also apologize for the amount of people that will be friending you now. Okay.
Famous guy.
Paul Johnson. What a guy.
Yes.
Who would you define, or how would you define your role on the channel? Would you say that, you are, hashtag pro strats? Or would you be more like anything that Travis does because it's just abysmal?
I'm like the sixth man, I mean, I'm not a starter, I'm not.
I don't know. I've watched some of your Halo SWAT videos.
Oh,
I
yeah.
would not call that six-man tier.
I was just
You're
spark
trying to carry your team on your back.
Spark off the bench. Yeah, I mean the stars weren't getting it done, so Oh, by the way, in SWAT, I tried playing yesterday. I was not as good. In Slayer, I was dominating though.
At least you can slay some people.
Yeah.
That's good. Okay, and this is a question that a bunch of different fans came up to me and wanted me to ask. If we looked in your closet at home, what would we find?
Definitely not a dead body. That is for sure. You would not find.
That's definitely under the bed material.
Not a dead body. You would not find crystal meth. You would not find 10 blow-up dolls. Maybe 9.
Wow.
Not 10. I can tell you that. I think.
Does it count if it's popped?
Well, I don't know. I never actually blow them up. I just keep them deflated.
Yeah,
Save more
like
space.
I'm skinny.
Save more space. Yeah, so you would find, I have a notebook in there. I have shirts, pants.
Shirts and pants. You're very fortunate.
Yes.
Okay.
I have an excellent explo I won in 6th grade. My drama teacher. 8th grade, the middle school presidential award.
That was something that Travis never was able to achieve. He was what you would call a underachiever in middle school because instead of paying attention during lecture, he would either stare at his teacher's teeth because they were disgusting, absolutely disgusting, or fall asleep because her voice just, you either wanted to punch someone or, fall asleep so you can't.
Oh yeah, if you're a big Wiigame4fame fan and you want to meet us in person, if you have bad teeth, just don't even bother. Travis will throw you like.
I will still like you. I will be staring at least I'm not staring at anything else, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll go with that. Okay. So then I'm under the impression that on this channel you have to go through a lot of different stress because of, Travis throwing you off ledges in Super Mario 3D World, or, you having to carry your team in something like SWAT. So how do you handle your stress, both on and off camera?
I master the game. I was not gonna say master binge watch.
Yes. Netflix can be a disease.
And master the game, And so I mean I don't really have to be stressed just because I already know I'm gonna win. I mean, at the end of the day, it's hard to stay humble when you just got too much talent. So.
I understand. I mean, I don't, but
At the end of the day,
I understand.
players play, the coaches coach. Interviewers
really,
interview.
At the end, the players get the
Reporters
ratings, right?
report. Yeah.
Okay. So, how did your family react when they discovered that you're already like a whole year famous?
I think they already saw it coming because I do have a lot of talents and
Yeah, it's
you
just,
know
it's
I
hard
have
to match greatness,
a lot
right?
of likable qualities, like my looks and the size of my pencils.
I mean, your looks don't really count on this channel because Travis is still too cheap to buy a webcam that are basically $20. But eventually that might be put in, but we'll see.
We'll see.
Yeah,
That's not a promise. Cause
not a promise
I know
by
if you
any
promise
means.
anything, you'll hold you hostage until you actually give it to them. You give a subscriber a finger, they take the whole bloody hand. I'm kidding. Love you guys. Please like, comment, subscribe.
So how would you describe your childhood?
I had a very dark childhood, probably because I couldn't find a light switch. Okay, no, I had a pretty good childhood. You know, I had Star Wars Battlefront 2, had a basketball hoop in the front yard, or driveway, as the cool kids would say.
Even though you don't really drive much on that.
Yeah, you park.
Yeah, it's weird.
Was that that was a Gallagher joke, right?
Yeah, it's something.
Drive on the parkway, but you park on the driveway.
But now they'll be saying it's a Wiigame4fame quote.
Yes.
Yes.
Up yours, Gallagher.
I don't know. So, you mentioned that you played Star Wars Battlefront 2, so, you know, you've been around several different gaming console generations now.
Yes.
Which console would you define as your favorite?
My favorite console. Blah, 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 blah. Huh.
Yeah, this is one of those curveballs.
Yeah.
And it's an actual question, too.
Childhood
really
or actual...
Right? It's like you're balancing off nostalgic games that, like, you love versus, you know, the newest one is obviously the best graphics and can come out with, like, the biggest games. But does that really matter?
I don't know, because Halo 3 is my favorite game, but Master Chief Collection had Halo 3 in it. And I do like Halo 5, I do like Rocket League. I like Night Squad. It was a free game, a very fun game. We might record that with my friend, because my friends, we get really into that game.
Like, really into, like, screaming.
Yeah, they can hear me from upstairs. It was free, but it was very fun. I did not think I would have this much fun with it.
Very worth it, I do agree.
Yeah, it was worth the $0.
So, are you going with Xbox One then? Sounds like you're listing a lot
Yeah,
of Xbox
I mean, it's
Ones.
probably what I've played the most. Because usually, like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I mean, that's probably what I've put most time into. I know people will disagree, because PC Master Race and whatever. I know there's people like that.
Well, I know me as a PC gamer now. Your Xbox One
Yeah.
is far inferior.
I know there's PS4 people, but I mean, at the end of the day,
Well, so
Halo,
what games you
Master
like?
Chief Collection, and Halo 5 are my two favorite games.
Exactly,
So,
and that's an
and
Xbox
I like Gears
exclusive.
of War and
Exactly.
Dead Rising.
Not that you've really played much Gears.
Yeah, I played the Ultimate Edition quite a bit. I haven't
I
played
guess that's
Gears of War
true.
4. I haven't played that much. Not because I don't like it, just because I. You know.
Okay, and we are down to my final question for you.
Mhm.
Now that you've been on YouTube for a whole year and you've already gained quite a fan base
Yes.
of, like, I believe 20 viewers. 23 to be exact, but some of them are our friends, so we won't count
And
those.
me.
Will you use your fame from this channel to do higher level things like record your own, you know, CD? Because I do understand that you do like to do a lot of karaoke. So do you see singing in your future?
Hmm.
Will you pull a Selena Gomez?
I can not. I would never be like a tour, like a band tour. I not that. I could see myself going karaoke bars a lot.
Karaoke bars, yes.
But that's as far as singing would go.
Mm.
Yeah.
well, maybe one day you'll change your mind. We get to all purchase that hot CD that has Cody. I don't know what you'd call it, so I can't really.
No. If I had a band, I'd name it Lily and the Fondue Factory.
Lily and the Fondue Factory.
Yes.
Why Lily and the Fondue Factory?
I don't know. I came up with that in 8th grade, and
so would you be Lily and the rest of the band be the Fondue Factory?
Yes, I'm Lily.
Okay, good. We'll just keep going.
So now I ask you questions.
Yes, now we are switching roles, where Cody's gonna have the sick interviewer voice.
Now, what evidence do you have that llamas do exist?
Ooh, that's a good question. So I would love to say I've seen pictures on the internet, but then if that is true, then North Korea also has unicorns, and I would like to believe that unicorns would live somewhere else. So I think they're lying about that. And if they're lying about that, then llamas might not actually exist. I'm just going to have to buy one for myself and hope it's not actually an alpaca and look like an idiot.
Okay. Would you rather make love to a leprechaun or a giant?
Ooh. Okay. First question I have for you. Am I giving or receiving? Because that drastically changes things.
You have to give to the leprechaun, but you have to receive from the giant.
Okay, so is that saying, like, technically I'll have to do both? Or?
Yeah, both.
So I'll have to do both. So, because I would love to, give it to the leprechaun. Then he will think, wow, he's a giant, right?
You'd love to give it to the leprechaun.
Okay, so if you had a chance to give it to a leprechaun or give it to the giant, you're going to give it to the leprechaun because they're going to be like, wow, you're freaking massive and huge. Like, I don't think I'll be able to walk ever again. You do it to a giant, they're like, oh, are you done already? I didn't even know. I almost fell asleep because I was waiting for you, So I want to be remembered. And a leprechaun will definitely remember you, whereas the giant will just slough you off. Freaking giants.
Now, when did you realize that Cody was actually your brother?
So, in a way, I feel like I've always known. But I feel like it wasn't until he actually picked up a video game controller and brutally murdered one of our neighbors because we were doing a hypothesis. Are men generally better at video games than girls? So we had Cody, who had never played a shooter before.
Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
Yeah, Call of Duty 4. And we had a neighbor, Kelly, who had never played a shooter before.
And she was 7 years older than me.
Yes.
And I was
our oldest brother.
I was like 7 or 8.
Yeah. And she was barely even able to walk because she would always look straight up in the air, shoot in the air, and then Cody was at least able to run forward, actually look around, and that led to him brutally murdering her 25-0.
Let's go. Ow.
Yeah. So I would like to think that was when I thought Cody was actually.
Okay.
Other than that, like he was so sporty.
When I was 8 years old, that's when you realized.
Yes.
You're just like, oh. At first you thought like, oh, who's this random child in our house? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Well, I knew that you were my brother, but like you could have been like we could have just been looking out for you for all those years.
I mean, because
foster child, if you will.
We do look nothing alike. Can you see yourself owning a swan in the future?
Owning a swan? No. Because, swans are, even though they have the stigma of being beautiful and gorgeous, majestic creatures, they are assholes. And they are very closely related to the goose, and geese are among my least favorite things on the planet.
Just because you got attacked?
Yes, because when I was a child, apparently, I went to Lake Arlington, which is around our area, and apparently got a little too close to the nest, and my dad had to sprint, pick me up, and run me all the way home because this mother goose wanted to murder me. And since then, I also just don't have a good bird track history.
Did they poop on your head too?
When I was back at school, I had 3 separate occasions, 3 times in a row that I'm like, it's a beautiful day outside. I'm gonna study outside and enjoy the sun. They pooped on my head. All 3
those
of
are seagulls,
times.
weren't?
Yeah, they were seagulls.
Yeah.
They are actually my least favorite. Like, they beat out goose simply because they crapped on my head. That 3 times in a row. It's ridiculous. They aim for me.
That's ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
Well, you.
As Harry Potter would say, ridiculous.
Okay. What's your favorite movie quote?
Oh man, that is
Actually,
tough
part 1, part 2. What there's what's your favorite movie quote that you just enjoy, or what movie quote do you quote the most? What do you say?
Oh man.
So there's there's 2 separate questions.
Let's see. I don't know if there's a single quote that I necessarily quote the most, but I would say Mean Girls, sadly, is among the top movies that I quote all the time. Because,
She doesn't go here.
Right? I say that all the time. It's kind of sad. And it also, I use it in relevant things. And I also quote White Chicks a lot, I've noticed. I didn't think I did, and then once I was hanging out with CJ again, he kind of brought up that I quote it a lot, but he's okay with it because it's one of his favorite movies.
We're thinking it.
You said it. I know. Yeah, so I would say probably those movies would be my favorites. And then when it comes to actual favorite quote, probably, oh man, I want to make sure to not butcher it, but I'm going to butcher it. It's from Horrible Bosses.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Like the listen here, you stupid, that one?
Yeah. Listen here, you stupid little runt. I own you. You are my bitch. And then he continues to say other things, and then, you can't win a marathon without putting Band-Aids on your nipples.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's just such a good quote. I say that one a lot.
I thought you were gonna say the anger management one.
Okay. That's another really good one, and you're right. So I will also say that one. I'm sorry for how rude I was before, but it is difficult for me to express myself when I'm on the verge of exploding in my pants. There was no joke there. That was sincere.
I wonder how many takes it took to do that.
I mean, I did it in just one right now.
Yeah, because you've had 0 practice in the past.
Neither confirmed nor denied.
Okay.
No more questions?
What do you think my last question should be?
You nailed it.
Okay.
Okay.
So again, this is Wiigame4fame. You can subscribe, like, or comment.
It just sounds so different in that order.
You can comment, subscribe, and like. Or
I don't know. It's something. Like, comment, subscribe. That sounds like a good one. Really, it should be comment, like, subscribe. Because that would be alphabetical order, and that's nice.
Oh my gosh. OCD or CDO over here.
Yeah, I'm weird about things. But, so this is a little longer video, but, we wanted to make sure...
It's for you guys.
Exactly. We wanted you guys, after a year, to know who we really are. And I think that after these questions, we know each other a lot better now.
And just to see if you guys actually stayed for the whole video, if you stayed for the whole video, comment, I like giraffes. Comment that if you actually stayed
now,
for
is
the whole
that
thing.
Quote, I like giraffes?
Yeah.
Or does we have to say, Cody likes giraffes?
No, just they say I like giraffes.
Okay. And thank you for joining us. And if you liked this kind of thing, we can easily do some random crap with this. Yeah. We like doing new things, and I thought that this was a good idea to do something new. And if you didn't like it, well then this will be the only time we do it, and there's no harm, no foul.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So till next time.